Alright, welcome back, fighting game fans. This time we're going to look at Kizuna Encounter. This is part of a PS2 compilation disc that has Savage Rain and Kizuna Encounter all on one disc. Pretty much direct ports of the arcade original or Neo Geo original. Fantastic combination. Like I said, 2 games in one disc. You have color editing in here. You have arranged soundtracks, screen adjusting, and all sorts of wild shit. Very cool, what do you call it, little extras and just little touches that SNK, or the company that necessarily produced this game, added. Because a lot of these ports are kind of inconsistent, because some are bare bones, some add little treats and all. Especially arranged soundtracks. I like arranged soundtracks, and that's what the game is set on right now. So let's just get into it. Alright, if you don't know about what you call Kizuna Encounter, it's basically a tag battle action game. And you see on the ground, there's a red, there's a blue, little space right there. And that's where you can tag in and out. Basically, the strategy of the game is to know when to tag in and out, and how to basically keep your opponent from tagging in and out. And it has a lot of strategy, but the key thing is that you really have to know your character and know how to trap your opponent, because if your one character gets knocked down, even though you have a second character, you lose. So basically, it's it. The buttons are very similar to King of Fighters type of setup. There's even a dodge. You can even get it behind them, kind of like a la Samurai Showdown 3. So let's just go. All right, let's go with Rosa. And what the hell, Hayate. Alright, and let's just go with Rose, start her out. And there's like hidden stuff in here, hidden bosses, and extra characters, and all sorts of stuff, and matches, and pretty cool. So, a lot of the cast of characters return from Savage Rain. Now, for better or for worse, but the game is quirky, but it's actually pretty cool. Rose isn't actually a very good character because she can trap you. She's got range. Now, as you can see how I trapped them, and as if they might have been trying to tag out, you know, that's kind of what you have to concentrate on. You have to make sure you're on top of your opponent. Because otherwise, once they tag, and you're not near your area, you're going to get screwed. And I love the stage introductions. I think they're fantastic. I like all fighting games should have just stage introductions. They're just something to add to it. And there's your my tagging out. As you can see, combinations. That's your weapon. And, yeah. So, as you can see, it looks pretty faithful. Game plays well. That's pretty smooth. And I can't see anything that there's any noticeable difference. Because a lot of times, even when Neo Geo games come to the PS2, there's something usually off about them. They seem pretty faithful, to be honest with you. Which is a good thing. And boom. So, as you can see, that's kind of like where you have to be. You have to try to keep the person from tagging out. But the game plays extremely well. Always recommend a joystick, and what I'm using right now is the Tekken 5 Anniversary Stick. And I can't much say more than gush about this game. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. You know, some stiffness in the controls, and some animation could have been could have put in here and there. But all in all, it's still a really good game. And it's still regarded till this day. And it's highly sought after on the MVS market. As you can see, like pretty decent combos. You see the change. So we're going to try and get him away. Uh-oh. Bring in Hayate. Very smooth, very awesome game. If you ever think about getting a Japanese PlayStation 2, this will be the reason why I get it. Now, true, you can get this game. I think it's on one of the virtual consoles or something. But, once again, that's, you know, you have it only on that console. Whereas here, you have a physical disc, you can play it. Hey, it's just an outstanding game. Now, even though there's a limited character roster, it's still really fun to play with the different combinations and all. That's what kind of keeps the game going. Crap. This old dude is, like, really tough. He's no joke. Kind of watching. So now he gets a little bit more pissed at me. But yeah, the thing is, if you like what you see, definitely pick this game up. It is awesome. It's just a really good game. Like I said, it might not be the most in-depth fighting game out there, but it sure as hell is a really good time. And it's used in a lot of tournaments. Even to this day. Ah! 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 Take his ass out. But yeah, I'm just going to continue with a little more gameplay, but I highly recommend the game. I mean, it might not seem like that much, but the addition of the 2 extra characters, a lot of finesse put into the gameplay, making it a little bit more competitive compared to its predecessor, it's definitely worth a check out. Especially considering how expensive the AES is. Autumn. And the MVS, if you can find it, go for it. But it could get costly. Alright then, like I said, the thing is that I highly recommend this game. Having 2 games on 1 disc, having a range soundtrack, having color edit, and one time it was online. That doesn't matter anymore. I suggest you highly, highly check this game out. I think you won't be disappointed. It's definitely recommended. And I can't gush or say anything more about it. Alright then, take care.